I like the way you look at me like you already know me. One touch, then we both react. No rush, let it build up slow. If you keep that same energy, then baby, let me know. Call me when you want that one-on-one. Call me. I might say I'm on the run, but you know, I keep coming back for more. Call me, and I'm right there at your door. Call me, yeah. Call me, yeah, I'm right there at your door. Call me, yeah. Baby, you know I want more. You got that smile on lock, like you know it's dangerous. I put my guard on pause when you look at me like that. Dancing in my own mind. You already know me.
Disclaimer: this broadcast is intended for commentary, discussion, and entertainment purposes only. All topics and statements are based on publicly available information, including news reports, social media content, and third-party sources, which may include allegations or unverified claims. The views expressed are opinions and should not be interpreted as confirmed facts. This content is not intended to harm, defame, misrepresent any individual, organization, or entity. Viewer discretion is advised. What's good, my YouTube family? And welcome in my raindrops. Welcome back to the Soft Rain Hotline. I know it's been a long time since I've done a hotline, and we're going to open up the lines tonight. They're going to be open. Also, I'm going to do an open panel, so the panel is going to be open as well. I'll drop the link a little bit later on if y'all want to come up and talk. Hey, we're going to be talking about relationships, complications, and messiness and grown-up glory, all that in between, from dating and marriage, commitment, boundaries, age differences, monogamy, separation, all of it. The thing I love about doing this, though, is hearing from y'all. So the phone lines are going to be open. Matter of fact, let me cut my ringer on so I can hear it. The phone lines are going to be open in just a little bit. So make sure y'all get your phones ready to call me. And if you want to come up, you'll be able to come up. We know that relationships have a whole lot of gray areas, and sometimes you need to hear somebody else's perspective. Tonight, I'm going to have 3 segments. Yeah, 3 segments, you could say. One, we're going to do like celebrity headlines or some relationships that have been in the headlines that I haven't talked about lately. We've talked about so much other stuff lately, but I really want to get back to the relationship part. It caught my attention. So we're going to start with Neo because, of course, he's been open about the fact that traditional monogamy is not how he's choosing to structure relationships. Then I'm going to bring in Claressa and Papoose because people cannot still agree on someone who is separated. When do they become available to date? Okay. And then, of course, we're going to take it back over to Keyshia Cole and Skrilla because older women linking to a younger man, everybody suddenly has an opinion about that. And later, I'm going to bring in something new called Spin the Hotline. I got relationships questions loaded on the wheel, and we'll do that a little bit later on as well. So get comfortable. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Make sure y'all hit that subscribe button. Turn on your notifications. I'm going to try to do this maybe twice monthly from now on. And, if we get a lot of traction with it, I might bring it a little bit more. So we'll just see. The lines are going to definitely be open. So let's get into our first hotline.
Right, come talk to rain. The line is alive. Soft rain hotline.
All right. We're going to start with Neo, y'all. Neo. I do got some people in here. AP King is in here. Thank you for being here with the dropping the raindrops. And man, Marty, hey Marty, how you doing? Hey, later on I'm gonna open the panel up. So if you want to come up, let me know. And you can either come up on StreamYard or either you can give me a call in. But I'm gonna drop that link a little bit later, and then we can talk some relationship stuff tonight. Okay. All right. So let's get into this Neo. Y'all know Neo. He is open about the fact that he's involved with multiple women. He's got, I think it's 3 girlfriends, regardless of whether we agree with it. what I think make his situation quite interesting is that he's not pretending to be something he's not. You know, he's talked publicly about polyamory. He's talked about being honest, being open, and he's basically has said, "Hey, this relationship structure works for me." So before I give my take on it, we're gonna listen out to Neo, let him explain some of this himself. Okay. And Penny is in here, and Mighty said, sounds great. All right, y'all. So we're going to get into, let me pull up this clip of Neo explaining his relationship dynamics, and then we're going to talk about it. So I'm going to put that up there. And of course, I'm going to put that up there. Let it scrolling. I'm going to say this. I'm not fully monetized yet. I'm working on getting there. I got to get my watch hours up and everything. But if you would ever like to contribute to the cause of what Soft Rain does, my Cash App is scrolling at the top of the screen. Anything is greatly appreciated. This takes time, effort, money, all of that in the above. So if you enjoy my content and you feel like you want to support the cause, support Soft Rain, until my super chats and my memberships come open, the Cash App is always available. And I appreciate everything. And this is not solicitation, but I'm just saying it's available for y'all to use at your discretion. How about that? So let's get into, oh no, I lost my Neo. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Let's see. There he is. He was on Sherry. And I hope I don't get copywritten. Let's see. Hold on. That's not what I wanted to do. Hold on, y'all. I'm sorry. But that is not what I wanted to do. We're going to close that out. Oh, yeah. I just closed out my whole, oh man, y'all. Hold on. Wait a minute. We're going to listen to some music. I got one of my songs. We're going to listen to some music while I get everything pulled back up. How about that? How about it? I'm going to get everything pulled back up where it's supposed to be. And as soon as that song load, there you go. We're going to listen. There we go. Y'all listen to this. I'm going to get this pulled back up. So hold on. And I ain't going to take it a second. It might not even.
Ring, I know that tone. Got my whole mood on go. You caught in, I come through heels on, but I move like smoke.
There it goes. See? I told y'all it was going to come. All right. So let me put this up on the screen. And we're gonna pull this over here. There we go, y'all. Okay, we're gonna listen in to let him. Hopefully, I won't get copyrighted, but we'll see. If we do, then we'll take this down. No worries. So let's listen in to what he said on Sherry. Okay.
Relationship with 3 women.
Yes.
All right now.
He's so proud.
All right now, Neil. I've always wondered. I just don't understand how this works. You've got to explain to me, how does this work with 3 women?
Okay. Well, which part exactly don't?
None of it. I've never been. I don't like just the day-to-day stuff. How you decided to get into it?
Okay. Well. So I'll keep this brief. So after my very public, very ugly divorce, I made the decision that I was never going to tell another lie to a woman ever again in life.
All right. I like that.
I own.
Hey. Accountability, right? Let's listen.
I own the things that I did in that marriage to mess it up. I own it completely. And I decided I didn't want to be the reason that anybody ever felt like that ever again. So I went to, one of the women, one of the 3 I've been with a little longer than the other one. So I basically went to her and said, listen, I rock with you. I love you. But I have to be honest with you. It's not just you. I would love for you to meet these other women. And if we can figure out a way to do something together, cool. If not, that's cool too. I let her decide. I let them choose. Everybody chose to stick around.
Okay.
And so now it's just a matter of, so I think that the main understanding.
So he let them choose. And I think that's commendable. Because I would say some men out here will make the woman's decision for her before she even gets a chance to choose. You put me in your situation before I get a chance to choose. What Penny said? Penny said, if he can afford it and everyone is on board, it's 100. Penny, what about you though? Would you delve into polyamory? Penny, AP King said, dang. Penny said he's still lying, just not about the relationship now. Laugh out. What lying about what? What he lying about, Penny? What he lying about? Let's listen to some more. Hold on.
And is I'm not in 3 relationships. I'm in 1 relationship with 3 people.
1 relationship
Yes.
with 3 people.
Yes, and
So-
we fit.
Okay, so he said he's in 1 relationship. We press on pause to this because I don't want to get copyrighted. So he said in 1 relationship with 3 people. He doesn't have 3 separate relationships. So Soft Rain's opinion on this is that if men decide to explore their options and they want to choose to be with different women, or say for instance, you have a main, okay? You got a main chick, okay? And you want to explore your options elsewhere. Depending on what's going on, if you choose just to explore your options and not necessarily build with these women, then don't build with these women. I think a lot of men get caught up exploring their options by starting relationships with these other women. You telling them exactly what you're telling me. Oh, we're going to be a family. We're going to build a house. We're going to do this. We're going to do that. But in essence, you're not even going to do that. You're just trying to get them on board, you know. Time says, Soft Rain, stay blessed. Thank you for coming in, Time. I appreciate you being here. Penny said, no, my pocket's not deep enough, and multiple women is a balancing act. I like my peace. Too many hormones. Hats off to the men who can successfully navigate multiple women. Hats off to them. Hats off to them. Time says, Soft Rain, stay blessed. Thank you, Time. I appreciate you being in here, Time. Yeah, so hats off to them. Let's listen in some more.
Figure out ways to make everything work. Of course, everybody gets their individual time, but group time is just as important as individual time. Somebody asked me a question about Valentine's Day coming up.
Yeah, so how do you do
works.
with Valentine's Day?
So, mind you, these are 3 different women, 3 different personalities. You can't, I can't do blanket stuff like red roses for everybody. I don't even like red roses. I can't do that. So I have to make sure that I get a gift for each of them that matches who they are. But then as far as like where we go and what we do, that we decide together. We go to 1 restaurant, you know, we go to 1 concert or whatever it is that we're doing, and then everybody gets the individual gift and everybody's happy.
So, but does that require, because it's 3 women, that seems like a lot of work. So it seems like more work than with 1.
I've never been afraid of hard work. Never ever.
And that, well, because how do you decide on going somewhere when you have so many people? I guess it's just like a friend group. It's a friend group. Hey, y'all, what we doing tonight? Oh, I want to go here. No, I want to go here. No, I don't really want to go there. So who gets the final say? Does he always get the final say? Did he say that? I'm going to roll it back a little bit.
Afraid of hard work. Never ever. We go to 1 restaurant, you know, we go to 1 concert or whatever it is that we're doing, and then everybody gets the individual gift and everybody's happy.
So, but does that require, because it's 3 women, that seems like a lot of work. So it seems like more work than with 1.
I've never been afraid of hard work. Never ever.
Well, he didn't say he makes the final choice. I wonder if.
Okay, now
I wonder if each one of them get a say so. Like, okay, Tanya, this your week. Marty, this your week. Rain, this your week. To make the final say so. Because what if we doing it? I don't really want to do. What are we doing at?
So then this is the other thing I wonder about. So you have 3 women. It's all consensual. You've all agreed. Can they date other men?
No.
No. And no is why?
No is because, okay, so here's the thing. I've made no request for exclusivity of any of these women. I've never said, if it ain't me, it ain't nothing. I've never.
Wait, he made no request of it. But he just said no. They can't date other men. So what you doing? What you doing?
Said that. I didn't ask for them to be with me. They said they want to be with me. Okay, they gave me their exclusivity, meaning if you gave it to me, it's mine.
All right,
and that's that. Now, if it was the other way around, I deal in partnership as opposed to ownership. I don't want to own you. I don't want to possess you. I want a partner in this, and we can partner and work it out that way. But if the exclusivity is mine, then it's mine. Damn it, I ain't giving it to nobody else. Gave it to me. It's mine. What you want?
Oh my gosh, see,
that's how it works.
All right, so
so because she gave it to him, then is that way. But because he's not giving it to her, then okay. Well, let me some of these comments. Penny said that man is a full-time referee. Obviously, he doing it well. Everybody seems happy, but we don't know what goes on the inside either. Mighty said poly is the way to go. Okay. I'm not a fan. Now, Soft Rain is not a fan of poly lifestyle. I'm not at all. Soft Rain can be a little bit jealous. I'm not gonna say jealous, but selfish. What's mine is mine. I don't like to share. I'm not an only child, but how I grew up, I was the only child. Me and my brother lived in different households, but so I'm selfish too in that sense, I guess. So said, proud of Rain, keep creating. Yes, sir. Thank you so. I appreciate that. Time said, I believe we hold men to a different standard than we hold women. We are holding Neo to a standard, but we do not hold Jada to a standard. Women are not held to a standard, but they all are judgmental. Time bringing up another part of the conversation. Time, do you mean that Jada choosing to do Jada? We're not judgmental. I'm not judging Neo. I'm just trying to understand his relationship dynamic. If you choose poly, you choose poly. It's not for everybody. AP King said, you got a good point, Rain. Thank you. I appreciate you. Penny said they asking the wrong questions. It's really finding multiple women that are willing to buy into the same structure of discipline and to feel safe within it. Most women these days aren't desiring to. Penny, do you feel, Penny, I need you up on a panel. When you coming up, Penny? If I drop the link, you will come up. Do you feel, in your opinion, that most women, what percentage of women do you feel will be down for poly if the man was transparent in the beginning? If the man explained to her, hey, this is my relationship dynamic, this is how I do things, would you like to or not? Type deal. Do you think that they would be more inclined to do so with the transparency versus, later on? Most women these days aren't to be led. Okay, hold on. Let's read it all together. They're asking the wrong questions. It's really finding multiple women that are willing to buy into the same structure of discipline and to feel safe within it. Most women these days aren't desiring to be led like that. What do you think they're desiring, Penny? I think most women desire to be independent and not led at all. AP King said, we need I-90 back. He might pop up in here in a little bit. You never know. Time said, Rain, the fact that she gave it to him, he controls. Because if this was a woman that had 4 dudes taking care of all her needs, a woman wouldn't say one thing. There are women out there like that. Mighty said, remember, poly can be 2 men and 1 woman. Absolutely. I've seen it. Tom said, I'm not in Jada Pinkett Smith business, but I can clearly see that Will Smith is in love with her and she's not in love with him. And she's in love with a dead man. Can't let everybody know about it. Penny answered my question. He said, on the surface, 40%, but actually, once they are in the system, only 20%. Do you think that some agree to it? Not. Do you think some agree to it, not knowing how they would actually navigate that blind trust type deal? Tom said, I believe 99% of women will be down for poly if they are getting what they want. Women are not angels. Dang, Tom's got a different. Time's different. Let's finish. We're gonna finish listening up.
All right, I'm gonna have to sit down and ponder on this. You said a lot.
It's all good.
Said a lot. I'm gonna think about this, so I'm gonna have to get your number so I can ask you questions.
Copy that. Whatever you need, I got you.
Little follow-up questions.
She getting his number so she can be a part of the crew. She getting his number so she can be a part of the crew. Let me stop, y'all. Let me stop. Yeah, so Penny said, hey, classics in the building with the raindrops. Appreciate you being here. Penny said, yeah, a lot of them buy into Pinterest version of poly until they have to contend with sharing resources and attention. You know, yeah, a lot of them buy into Pinterest version of poly until they have to contend with sharing resources and attention. So you think initially they're okay with it, but once they get into it and they see that how it's ran, like, hey, you're not going to get all this attention, or you're not going to get, you have to share type deal. You think that's how it ends up rolling, Penny? Classic with the smiles, and he dropping his threes. But yeah, I don't know, y'all. So, okay, here's Tom. Tom says, remember this statement, as my brother Classic Cole would say, remember this day, Tia Mowry, I'm divorcing my husband to move to another curriculum in that curriculum was the street. Okay, Tom. Okay. So yeah. I don't know, y'all. Rain is not the one for being in a poly relationship. I can't do it. Sometimes people, they want the truth, but I want the truth as long as the truth is what I wanted to hear. And Neo's truth might not work for everybody, but at least the women involved had the opportunity to decide whether they wanted to participate. And that's where consent and communication matter too. So I think, like I said earlier, I think where a lot of men fail at trying to be poly initially is not being transparent, Yeah. So Penny said, yep, one wallet, and for each woman a smaller share of the pie and resources financially and physically. Yeah. Because what if my day ain't Tuesday and I want them on Tuesday? I mean, I'm selfish. Tom said, poly is not for everybody, but if a person can get what they want out of a relationship or a marriage, that relationship and marriage is not going to last long if it's about making yourself happy. Penny said, you have to have means and structure to support that life. Absolutely. I think, too, I just kicked my camera. Some men might not have the resource that they want it, they desire it, but they don't have the resources to do it either. Let me see. Make sure I get back to where I was, because everything was all over the place. Yeah. Penny said, and poly with 2 men, that's a disaster too. Leads to vision, lots of confusion. I think in those dynamics, though, that the woman is leading. They let the woman lead. Where there's poly, where there's multiple men and one woman, they let the women lead. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, I can't remember what show it was. It was either Classic Tez, or maybe I watched it myself. Maybe Tez show. Because I don't think we talked about it on No Middleman. There was this white couple, 2 white couples. They lived in the same household, and I think they married each other. And then after that, they divorced each other because of tax reasons or something like that. And I think those women, and that it was, Class said it was Tez. Those women in that relationship, I think they ran that household. I think they ran that. I wish I knew what video exactly it was. Classic, I would bring it up. But I think the women ran that household. The way it was set up, the women ran the household. And I think in instances where there's multiple men involved, those men do not lead. I think the women lead. The women tend to lead those, because you cannot have multiple leads in one house. You can't, or multiple men in one house. Penny laughing. He said that it was okay. It was Ted's classes. Mighty said, I saw that one. Yeah, I remember it too. Tom said, so what we are going to say is that a woman that has 2 men is better than a man having 2 women or 3. And though, no, we didn't say that. I didn't say that. I didn't say that a woman having 2 men is better than a man having 3. I didn't say that. And can those men in that relationship with that woman see other women? No, they can't. I think that dynamic has to be set up in the beginning. But that's not the goal of, I'm not, okay. Might have said, nope, it's not the same thing time. Yeah. So I think too, I've been saying I think a lot, because I do think. 2 men is better than having 2 women or 3, and those men in that relationship with that woman can see other women. No, in poly, I would think that whenever it's multiples of the one side, like it's multiples of women, just like Neo said in that video just then, they're exclusive to that one man. They won't be unless that dynamic is set up to where that one, in the beginning of the relationship, that woman can have like another side dude or something. I don't know, because I wouldn't be part of a poly relation. I couldn't do it. Jen is in the building. Hey Jen, how you doing, Jen? Tom says, so the relationship with a woman with the 2 men can cause 2 men deal with other women. So the relationship with the woman with the 2 men, can those 2 men deal with other women? That's something that they would have to set up in their relationship dynamic. They would have to set that up. I would think, be transparent about that in the beginning. And Mighty said, no, it's not the same thing. Time. I-90. He is in the building. Welcome in, I-90. Mighty said, once you get into a poly relationship, no one steps outside that grouping. Oh, see, time. There's your answer, Time. Once you get into a poly, then nobody steps outside. There's so many different relationship dynamics, though, because I know you got polygyny, you have polyamory, you have all these different relationship dynamics when it comes to that. So I'm not for certain how that would be set up. That would be another show. We could break down the different dynamics of multiples in relationships. Yeah. Time said the nest to sing with Neo, even if Neo said they can't see other men. All right, y'all. I-90 said, I don't like sharing. No thank. We on the same boat. We are on the same boat, I-90. I'm glad I got somebody in here who don't like to share. Penny said, I'm a woman leading two men in a relationship is emotionally destructive. It will work for a time because men can follow to a certain point. Penny said, but it's not a long-term dynamic. Time said, Rain, you see how difficult this is to talk about now. Just imagine trying to deal with just one woman. I'd rather have problems with just one woman than that is my feeling. Oh, I definitely agree. Classic said, pick a headache and rock out. Pick one headache and rock out, Classic. Time laughing. I-90 said mute. Yeah, I had to mute for a second, I-90. Richard Gomez said, go sleep. Okay, Richard, you go to bed too. Time said, thank you for that explanation. You're welcome. Mighty laughing at Time. Penny said, at Time, yep. Time said, I was not born to follow a woman. I'm standing on that because it's me, the man that has to take care of the burden of my family. Definitely. Okay, we're going to move on from polyamory. And, our relationships, they don't have to look the same. And I think the key word here, too, is agreement. But everybody involved needs to know what relationship they're actually in, right? So we're going to move on from people who know they're sharing somebody to a situation where people can't even agree on whether somebody should be dating them in the first place. So we're going to move on to Claressa Shields and Papoose, separated, divorcing, or still married. So, all right, Papoose and Claressa. I know this has been a topic ever since they gotten together. And it got heated up when she was asked during an interview how long she planned on dating somebody's husband. Claressa did not like the way that was framed. Her position was essentially Papoose has filed from divorce from Remy Ma. The marriage is ending and he's serious about his relationship with Claressa. So let me pull that up for us so we can listen into it. I think she was on Cam Newton's. Y'all know I closed out my browser, so I lost the video. But that's okay. We're gonna pull it up. Let's see. Hold on, y'all. We're gonna get it. Let me see. We're gonna see if this is it.
Going through a divorce. He's older than you.
Yep.
He has a dating history. And on top of that, he's a popping individual.
Mm-hmm.
So when a person says, hey, girl, you stupid, do you care to explain?
I'm 31 years old.
Mm-hmm.
And I've lived a life that a lot of these women who comment on me could never live.
Mm-hmm.
And when I say that, I've been engaged. I didn't get married. There, right? No domestic violence relationship. I don't let men hit me, mistreat me. My mom crack a joke. Like every time my sister Brianna have a kid, I get a new boyfriend. My mom crack a joke like that. All my sister kids are 3 years apart. And my time with guys have been 3 years. And I'm like, oh, done. Out of here. So with that being said, I have done what's best for my life. And I know how to choose a man who's good for me. I'm not a person that think that every relationship will work out. It's not. People make this be a big thing when it was like, she's over there living her happy life. We're over here living our happy life. Our happy lives never were intertwined. Never. So it's like when I hear this stuff, I think that women who try to come from me, they're mad that he didn't stay there and deal with it and he moved on. That's the only thing. He moved on with somebody, like you said, he's older than me. I'm younger. I'm top of my game. Got my own money. I look good. My body look good. That's the problem. He was supposed to downgrade. He's supposed to go to like some Instagram model who got like 2,000 followers and do that. He ain't supposed to be able to bag the greatest. That's the problem to me. That's the problem. Because it's like, I ain't never done none of y'all. All I did was be in a happy relationship, be with him. I try to avoid this conversation here about mentioning the ex. I'm trying to swivel and swerve because it's like, what I'm talking about you for? We're not going to fight. That's not my lane. You do what you do, I do what I do. I try to stay over here in my lane, but it seems like people like this whole making it seem like, oh, it's an intertwine, it's a drama, when it's not. It's me and Pap. That's it.
There's a narrative that says you broke up a happy home. He was talking to a person.
Oh, there it went. This is short. Hold on. Yeah, let me see. I'm gonna see something. No. There it is. Here it is.
Was he married?
Yeah.
During that time?
The thing is, him and his ex, she was with somebody already.
Okay.
They don't like to talk about that. They want to talk about this end because we so popping and we so great. But it's like on her end, she has somebody too. That's
while she was married.
Yes, they're going through a divorce right now. Papoose filed for divorce.
Wow. So going through that as a woman, when other women hear this love story, I can hear the comments now.
Yeah.
But why, girl? Why? Out of all these sharks and dolphins and whales in the sea, you decide Papoose.
And decide to go get somebody that's married. So my question is, is dating somebody who is actively getting a divorce an issue, a problem? That's mine. You know, there are several words that we throw around all the time: separated, single, divorcing, and divorced. So those are all not necessarily the same thing. Legally, if that divorce isn't final, then you're married. But relationships don't always end on the exact same day the paperwork does, right? So there's couples out there who have been emotionally done for years before anybody files anything. There's people living in separate homes, separate finances, and then somebody says, well, they're still married. Technically, yes, but emotionally, no. So that marriage may have been done before long anybody walked into a courthouse. So, you know, that's where things get complicated. When you choose to date somebody whose divorce is like not final, are you choosing to enter something that still may have some unfinished business? Because my thing is, why are you not divorced? Why are you not divorced? Look at these comments, y'all. Got the chat rolling tonight. Let me put me back up here. I appreciate everybody in the chat too. Penny said, definitely wasn't a man that asked that question, was it? Because if it was a woman, she brave. Penny said, never mind, it was Cam. Self-explanatory. Tom said, I never in my life seen a woman that accomplished so much of their life looking for validation from her sisterhood, sister crew. It's sad running around with a married man. Let that be a man. Let that be a man, Lord Jesus. Classic said, the way women explain away illogical decisions is ridiculous. I love the quote, regardless. Tom said, this is where a father comes in very, very handy for his daughter. Ain't no father that loves his daughter going to make his daughter run around like that. But this is the world we live in today. Penny says she feeling a void and it works for her. Destructive, yeah, and temporary as long as Pap agrees. Okay, man. Mighty says she looks like a man in the body. You know, she had to be lean for them fights that she doing now. Then she had to get some weight off of that last fight. I can't remember when this interview was. Penny said, can't be great if you settling for seconds though, baby. Is she settling for seconds? So is she settling for seconds because he wasn't officially done, legally done in that relationship? So do you legally have to be done before you move forward? Penny said, I can't ride with that, Marty. Too many women putting other women down because they're not on the same physical journey. Marty said she is low-key dry snitching. Time said, I need my woman as soft rain. Thank you, Time. And I thank the Lord for my soft sunshine that does her own hair and she doesn't have dinosaur eyelashes. Amen. Amen. Time said, yes, that is a big problem. It's like a woman saying she is in an entanglement. Penny said, just say it's not for you to look like that and live that life. No need to compare her physique to a man. Maddie said, I know, Penny, it was a joke. It was a joke, Penny. It was a joke. Penny said, I feel you, Maddie, but it's a huge issue in our community. Maddie said, I know, I actually love her. She is a bomb tail fighter. Classy said, she's not seconds for real. Their relationship is just like everybody else's, all good until it ain't. Penny said, if the man is not fully committed to you, then he not with you. That's simple. Even in poly, if he not dedicated, he not with you. Time said, Remy Ma was playing around too. Now Remy Ma is not a victim. Papoose is not a victim. And what should have happened was a divorce. Mighty said, but do you think he is riding her coattail because she is famous? You think Papoose is riding Claressa? You think that's what it is? I wouldn't think so. Because what doesn't Papoose I'm not for certain of what he does. Not he is beneath her. You think they're not on the same level? In what aspect, Marty? What aspect? So yeah, I just wanted to bring that in for a topic. When is it okay to date again after a relationship ends, after a relationship dissolves, whether or not you're legally, technically legally divorced and not intertwined anymore? Penny said they both got their own fame. Pop was a rapper and still a hip hop staple. Definitely. Pap, not Pop, Pap. Doesn't he produce or something like that now too? I don't know. So I don't know. So y'all tell me, at what point do you consider somebody truly available to date? Y'all in the chat. When they separate, when they file for divorce, or when like the divorce is final? When can you technically date after a breakup? He's a songwriter. Yeah, okay. He's a songwriter. Thank you, Classy. Penny said, yeah, he a producer as well. He got his hands on a lot of pots. See, so he not technically, would to say, riding her coattail then. Mighty said, I think she has more to bring into the relationship if you look at her interviews, and I really haven't seen anything but negative things about him. I haven't dived deep into anything with Papoose. I know him from Love and Hip Hop. I didn't know anything about him before then, so I knew of Remy Ma and everybody like that, but I never knew of Papoose before that. So Time said they are not on the same level. Papoose wasn't on the same level with Remy Ma. Sometimes I be saying to myself, what are we talking about? All we have to do is look. Remy Ma was bigger than Papoose. She was physically. Wasn't she taller? He's not a front and center public figure, so all you will hear is what other opinions are. Yeah, I get that, Penny. Yeah, I hate that show. It was a drama kid. Yeah, it was interesting. I don't watch it anymore. I can't remember the last time I watched it, but I used to be on it heavy. No lie, I used to be on a lot of reality TV heavy, like Love After Lockup, Love and Hip Hop, Real Housewives, all that. But I don't do much of TV anymore unless I hear about something that may be popping, like The Polygamist or whatever series might be on Netflix and whatnot. That's the only time I really dive deep into a show, is when I hear about it from somebody else first, and then I'll do that. So. We are living in a day and age of transactional and transfer love. So nobody gave me an answer though. I was waiting on the chat to move forward. So when can you technically start dating? Is it at your discretion, the person who's a divorcee or being divorced or separated? Is it at your discretion when you feel you should move forward? Or is there some kind of social standard that saying, hey, I shouldn't date anybody until my divorce is legal. I shouldn't date anybody unless I'm legally separated. I'm going to date somebody whenever this relationship dissolves, whether it's legal or not. So, like I said, whenever you feel like it, we grown. Tom said you can technically start dating when you are divorced and you are over the person that you was with for I don't know how many years. Okay. Penny said, oh, if it's healthy, everything is done with the other person. Otherwise, you bring baggage. I agree. That's what their relationships are a risk. Keep shooting until you get a bucket. Tom said, if people can jump in and out of a relationship, where is the love? Serial daters. That, you know what, too? Serial relationship. People in serial relationships. They jump from relationship to relationship. It makes me wonder, like, what are you missing in your life for yourself? Because you're constantly seeking that relationship with other people. What is it that you are you? To me, you must be missing something. If you constantly have to be with somebody and you never seek isolation or alone time to where you can process life on your own, you're always talking to somebody. You always got somebody in your back pocket. You're always in a serious relationship. There's no downtime. You go from one to the other. To me, that's something wrong somewhere. You don't know how to isolate, and isolation is great. A lot of people they need to practice isolation. Mighty said, I feel you move forward after you have the proper closure, not when the ink is dry. I understand that. Time said, don't you want to be healthy for the next relationship? Absolutely. So I'm going to move on to my next. I got one more headline, and then we'll go to, after the headline, we will go to spin the hotline and do a couple of questions off of that. And then I'm going to open up the hotline. Y'all can call me and talk to me if y'all want to talk about something. How about that? And I'll drop the link as well if y'all want to come up. So, why does everybody care about age so much? Let's talk about Keyshia Cole and Skrilla. Now, make something clear before the internet takes my words and turns them into something else. There has been dating speculation surrounding Keyshia and Skrilla because they've been seen together and posted affectionate moments. That doesn't mean I'm going to sit here declaring that they're officially together, okay? But with that being said, what I am interested in is the reaction. Keyshia is just a tad bit older than me. She is 44 and Skrilla is 27. The internet had thoughts about this. So I'm going to pull this up. Let me pull this up. We're going to see what the internet had to say about Keyshia Cole and Skrilla. I got it somewhere. All right, let's listen in. We'll play this one, but we'll play the one I really want. This is
Hello guys, welcome to another video and thank you for tuning in, and let's get into it. some of y'all may already know, and some may not, that recently Keyshia Cole started dating rapper Skrilla, maybe 3 or 4 weeks ago, but no longer than that. But y'all, Skrilla posted this video right here on the screen, and as y'all can see, he is acting a little bit weird. In the internet, they already be whispering, saying that he's a junkie, you know, and this right here is kind of proving those allegations to be true. Y'all see the eyes? They're low. The behavior is odd. Him pulling Keyshia in, then pushing her back out, chat. And Keyshia sitting there, she just laughing like, girl, But yeah, y'all, the whole thing is just off. And to be honest, it is kind of given, you know, he does a little bit more than just hitting that Mary J. And then y'all see that little bead around his neck? Yeah, what? People saying he's a warlock. And if you don't know what that is a man that practice, you know, witchcraft, black magic, and all that.
So I wasn't expecting all this in this video. So besides the age, you have his maturity to look at as well, because and what he does recreationally.
But I heard he's mentioned it and talked about it in certain interviews, and I'm just like, ooh, Keyshia, girl, Keyshia. Now, I don't know how you gonna get out of this one, but yeah, it's gonna be a long, tough ride. And after making, you know, some of those evaluations, some people were concerned about Keyshia. You know, they want her to do better and get away from him, which I agree, child. I highly agree. But then again, with him,
somebody put on there, the dustier, the more she likes him.
Being who he is, it probably won't be an easy task. So all I can say to Keyshia is good luck, girl. Good luck, because you're gonna need it for sure. But y'all go ahead and comment down below. Tell me what y'all think about the situation, and make sure y'all subscribe, hit the bell.
Yeah, so
to be notified when I upload new content. And some of y'all may already know.
Entertainment Hours with a Z for posting this. There is another video. Where it went? There it is. Let me see what
to public attention when it comes to her personal life. Throughout her career, the award-winning singer has seen fans closely follow not only her music, but also her relationships, often turning every social media interaction into a topic of discussion. Over the years, speculation has surrounded several of the people she has been linked to, with supporters and critics alike weighing in on her romantic choices. Even though this kind of attention has become almost expected whenever Keyshia is seen spending time with someone new, many people were still caught off guard by the latest rumors making the rounds online. Following the end of her relationship with rapper Hunk Show last year, fans believed she might take some time away from the spotlight when it came to dating. Instead, the conversation has shifted toward another rising name in hip-hop, as rumors now suggest that Keyshia Cole and Philadelphia rapper Skrilla may be more than just friends. The speculation didn't begin because of an official announcement or a red carpet appearance. Instead, like so many celebrity rumors these days, it started with a handful of social media posts that quickly caught the attention of fans. Instagram stories have become one of the biggest sources of celebrity gossip, with even a single photograph often leading to countless theories. In this case, both Keyshia Cole and Skrilla appeared to share moments that many people interpreted as signs of a budding romance. Although neither artist directly addressed the rumors or publicly confirmed that they are dating, the images they chose to post were enough to send social media into overdrive.
So this is a whole nother topic as well. Not only the age difference, but the fact that, ooh, I'll be right back, y'all. Pause for the cause. I kicked my camera down. That's crazy, ain't it? Hold on, y'all. I'm coming.
Ring, I know that tone. Got my whole mood on go. You caught in, I come through heels on, but I move like smoke. Boy, you talk so smooth, got away with that grin. I be acting composed, then you pull me right in. Late night, same old game, you say my name like you mean it. I don't chase, I just glide. But tonight I might lean in. Say you want a little fun, a little truth, a little heat. I like the way you look at me like you already know me. One touch, then we both react. No rush, let it build up slow. If you keep that same energy, then baby, let me know. Call me, when you want that one-on-one. Call me, I might say I'm on the run, but you know, I keep coming back for more. Call me, and I'm right there at your door. Call me, yeah. Call me, yeah, I'm right there at your door. Call me, yeah. Baby, you know I want more. You got that smile on lock, like you know it's dangerous. I put my guard on pause when you look at me like that. Dancing in my own mind, I can feel the room spin. Every little word you say make my heart do flips again. I'm cool, but I'm not cold. I like the way this feels. You don't need a long speech, just keep it honest and real. If we take it too far, I'm fine with where this goes. One night can turn to a mood, and a mood can turn a home. Say you want a little fun, a little truth, a little heat. I like the way you look at me like you already know me. One touch, then we both react. No rush, let it build up slow. If you keep that same energy, then baby, let me know. Call me, when you want that one-on-one. Call me, I might say I'm on the run, but you know, I keep coming back for more. Call me, and I'm right there.
I'm muted. Hey y'all, I'm back. Yeah, my bad. Penny said pimp down. I said, uh-oh. Yeah, that's why I was late coming on, because my camera is not sitting on my tripod like I wanted to. So Time said, Rain, be careful. It's not too crazy. It's not crazy. That's what happens when you go live. Yeah, it does. Penny said, keep your head on the swivel. The opposite. Penny said, the opposites out there. Keep your head on the swivel. Appreciate you, Penny. Time said, I wish you was playing some plastic right now. Yeah, I don't have any loaded on this. Any plastic loaded on this one. But yeah, y'all. So this is a whole nother conversation, because Classic said she is in a tough spot. She is older and sexy, publicly hit. So men will entertain but never stay. So let me ask you this, Classic, if you came back. I don't know if you're back in here. Do you think that she is do you think that she will never be able to find what she's essentially looking for in these other men? And do you think that she dates younger because of the fact that she is publicly hit? Maybe. Classic, if you still in here. Time said, Classic hold with them bars. Stay consistent and healthy. Classic said, what up, Time? Classic said, she skills Skrilla taking his turn. Time said, big facts, play Classic. Time said, big facts, Classic. Let's see. Yeah. So, Classic, if you came back in, I know she's in a tough spot. She's older and sexy, but publicly hit. So men will entertain but never stay. Do you think she would ever find a man that will stay? Say that. Time said, we talked about this. When a woman is dating younger man, it seems not to be an issue. When the same older woman watches her counterpart man dates younger woman, he is labeled a predator. To an extent, I think older women dating younger men can be predatory as well. It depends on the age. Like Keyshia, she's 44. I'm close to it. Skrilla, he's 27. Now, I don't know how old the last one was. 27 is a bit too young. That's a bit too, that's 17 years. That could be her child. Unfortunately, that could be her child. It just depends, you know, and it's got to be a level. The youngest I will do, 32. 33-ish. That would be the absolute youngest. I'll push maybe 30. Maybe. You have to show me some being settled type deal. But I don't, and not in the streets everywhere. But 27, it puts it over the limit a little bit too far for me. Penny said, pimp down. Class said, oh yeah, I'm all right, y'all. That's why I was like earlier, my tripod is the camera just sitting on there, just hoping and praying, and I ain't have enough time to fix it. And I kicked it and it went down. Went down for the count. Tom said, Rain, be careful. No, it's not crazy. That's what happens when you go live. Yeah, something happens. Penny said, keep your head on a swivel. The opposites out there. Tom said, I wish he was playing some classic. Penny said, they trying to take Rain out, y'all. Penny said, Mighty bring the first 48 lemonade. All classic answer me. He said it's over with. So you think it's over for her? She has no hope. No hope. Mighty said, keep your feet on the floor, Rain. We need our dose of rain. Yeah, I know. I was moving my feet around. Dr. Unsteady. Oh, no, we're going to get you out of here, homie. We're going to get you out of here. Boom. Pastor said she has an attitude problem to go with it. Yeah. Yeah. I've seen that before. Penny says she dates younger because she doesn't want to contend with a mature man's requirements. Mighty said, I got you, Penny. I always keep a jug on hand. And I actually have lemonade in my cup tonight, y'all. My red Solo cup. And a younger man is only there for a moment. Do you think some younger men might wipe her up eventually if they see through all the everything? Penny said, especially with his mindset. It's legal in this country. It is. If it's legal, it's fine. Might have said, remember Rain likes them young too. I honestly cannot see myself dating somebody older than me. Maybe if a man came up to me and I was interested in him and he was interested in me and the conversation was great. Age never got talked about, but eventually a couple of weeks down the line, he tells me how old he actually is and if he's 50. And yeah, of course I'll consider it. You know, it's not a deal breaker. But I think initially I just can't see myself with somebody that's older than me. Like I said, liquor, Tylenol, 18-year-old, etc. Penny said the age ain't the problem either way in this position, but it's about what they're really getting from each other. Tom said, just imagine a 44-year-old man, 42, dealing with a 27-year-old woman. See, America likes to put girl on everything to make it sound bad. Actually, Penny, when I was 27, 26, 27, I was dating somebody in their 40s. It didn't work out. But I was dating somebody in their 40s when I was that. Tom said, we got to stop calling 27-year-old girls. Call 32-year-old women girls. We got to stop that they are grown. Yeah, they're grown women. Yeah. Classy said, no, they can't save her. She don't want to be saved. Don't save her. Classy said, she's not a wife, and that's the biggest problem. Got you, Classy. Tom said, can you see a younger man locking down Vivica Fox or Claudia Jordan? One who wants to be led. Because Vivica Fox and Claudia Jordan, they don't want to lead. I mean, they want to lead. I feel. And that's my personal opinion. That they want to lead. They're too, I'm not going to say masculine. But I feel like they want to lead the relationship. They don't want to be led. Penny said it's hard for a woman that thinks she got everything to find comfort in a mature man that's got more. They are in conflict with competition. Mighty said she needs to find a sober one, but nobody's making her their wifey. Penny said competition in terms of control of the relationship and vision. Okay, I got you, Penny. I got you. He said no man by definition wants to be led. If he's led, he has no vision and will be searching always. I'm tracking. I am tracking like a VCR. So I'm going to drop the link. If somebody wants to come up or anybody wants to come up, y'all can come up. And I have a wheel, a spin the hotline wheel. And it's just going to ask different relationship questions. And if y'all want to chime in, y'all can chime in. If y'all want to come up on the panel and we can talk about these relationship questions. You can give me your initial answer, say why, and then we're going to move on to the next spin. I got 20 questions on here. I don't think we're going to go through all 20 of them. We'll just see. So I'm going to drop the link in the chat. And if y'all want to come up, y'all can come up. And I'm going to get the wheel loaded and all that good stuff. And then we'll go from there. So if anybody else want to come up, then y'all can come up. Here's the link. I'm going to put the link in the chat. If y'all want to come up, y'all can come up. And then there's really not too many people watching. I would put the phone number up there. But if y'all want to call in, y'all can too. There's the StreamYard link in the chat. If y'all want to come up, y'all can. Time said, Rain, this is a different world. My big mama, who was 465, was not running the streets when I went over her house. There was food always on the stove with a whole bunch of love and candy. Ooh, yes. So we're going to move on to spin the hotline.
Go right, come talk to Rain. The line is a lie. Soft rain, hotline.
Oh, I got somebody in here with me. Let me load up the spinner though. Hold on, add the stage. Oops. There we go. I'm gonna make it smaller. How am I gonna do this? Let's see. Hey, Monty, how you doing, girl?
Hey, Ray. What's good?
So we got the spin the hotline, and we're gonna spin this hotline. You wanted to add to anything to the conversation tonight while you up?
No, I'm enjoying the conversation.
Yeah, it's been
Time,
good.
yeah, time killing me.
Oh, well, it's too late for you. It's Friday night.
No, I'm talking about actual time.
Oh,
The
time.
person, yeah,
Time. Oh, time. Okay.
Because he speaks to that. Because when a woman does it, it's okay. When a man does it, it's not. And I get that, but not everyone thinks like that. Because I think if you're going to date young, date young. I mean, as long as they over 21, do your thing.
Yeah. I mean, I don't. What's the youngest you would date, Marty? I think we talked about this before on
we did.
Motherhood
That's why I
Line.
said. That's why I told him in the chat. I was like, "Rain like I'm young now, y'all."
Yeah.
I already said the youngest I can go is 30. I can't go below 30. That's just not a thing for me because that just gets too close to my children's ages.
Yeah, it gets too close. I'm gonna go ahead and spin the hotline, and then we're gonna see what we come up with. Let's see. What we got? Can a relationship survive without trust? Absolutely not.
No.
Yeah, absolutely not. Without trust, you cannot. Their relationship will not survive at all. At all. No. You wanna go out into it? You wanna dive deep into it? I think that's kind of like self-explanatory.
Yeah, if you don't have trust, you don't have a relationship. It's just, you gotta trust who you with.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and remove that one. We'll spin it again. Let's see. Ooh, should couples share passwords? Absolutely not.
Absolutely not. If you have that has to go back to trust. If you ain't going through my phone, if you have to go through my phone, it means you don't trust me and we don't need to be together.
Yeah. Okay. So y'all, the link is in the chat if y'all want to come up. I'll paste it again. Let me paste it again. If anybody else wants to come up, talk about any of these questions we got on here. If y'all want to talk about any of the earlier topics, we can do that as well. But we're going to keep spinning this wheel for just a few more minutes and then I'm going to get on out of here. Let's see. I might drop the phone number too. Let's see what's next. Let's see. What is it? Would you rather? Would you rather know your partner cheated or never find out? I don't want to know.
Never find out.
I don't want to
Well,
know if
no,
you're
not
playing me.
necessarily.
Keep
I
it
kind
on the
of would want
low.
to know though. I kind of would want to know.
Cause my heart can't take
I don't
it
know.
anymore.
I want to know in case I gotta go get tested or something. I don't know.
Let me ask you this. You talk about getting tested. If you're in a monogamous relationship, do you feel like you should get tested regardless?
Yes. Because you
Okay.
still don't. You see, if you're keeping it, I don't want to know. If you're keeping it that I don't want to know.
Yeah.
I mess around and get it. I don't know something.
Yeah. All right, we'll remove that one out. Let's see what this next one is. Yeah, I get tested every year. Ooh. Can you be friends with an ex while in a relationship? Why would you be friends with your ex? Marty, you still there? Oh, she on mute. Marty, you on mute. You know that, right? Let me see what Time says. Time says, shout out to Classic Code, Souls of Thought, Uncle Plug, Tears Down, and In Too Deep After Dark. Shut out a family after dark. Oh, In Too Deep and After Dark. Shout out to family. Subscribe to the family. Definitely. There's a stream, y'all. If y'all want to come up, it's there in the chat. Time said, I definitely want to know that so I can make the decision to leave right then and there. Okay, then. Time said, oh, to the no. So what you got, Mighty? Can you be friends with an ex while in a relationship? Oh, she muted again. You okay, Mighty? I don't know. I don't think you can be friends with an ex if your relationship ended on bad terms. I don't think you should. I think y'all should dissolve it and move on and not worry about it. Let's see what this next one is. Let's see. Should your partner come before your friends? Mighty, you there?
Absolutely. Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah. Okay. So
Absolutely.
yeah, definitely. Because
Everybody come before your friends.
yeah, because if
Family.
family, yeah, because if I mean your friends are always gonna be your friends. They'll always be there. So I mean, your
Well, I
partner,
don't
you
want a
got to
relationship with my friends, so my partner and me need to be on the same page.
definitely. Time said, if you want to be friends with your ex, why would you break up with her in the first place? You should have stayed with her. Bingo. Yeah. We're gonna spin the bottle again. Oh man. Ooh. Can you love two people at the same
Ooh.
time? Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely. Marty, have you ever loved two at the same
Yes.
time?
Yes, I have.
Whew. I have to. At the same time. I think some people tend to get that mixed up with being in love.
Yes.
Yeah, Tom said your wife should come before your mama, your daddy, your sisters, your brothers, your cousins. Your wife comes before everybody. But I wish these women would tell their friends to back it on up. He said you can definitely love two people at the same time, one in California, the other one in Atlanta or somewhere on the East Coast. Tom said if you love two people at the same time, in the same time, you are selfish. If you love two people at the same time, in the same time, did I read it right? If you love two people at the same time, in the same time, you are selfish.
Yeah, you read
You
it
mean
right.
being in love with two people at the same time? I don't know. I'm gonna spend it two more times and then we'll get on up out of here. Let's see. Unless you got something you want to talk about, Molly.
No, ma'am.
Okay.
I just didn't want you to be up here by yourself.
Oh, I appreciate you. Uh-oh. Is flirting cheating? Oh, I'll be
Nope.
right back. I'll
You
be
and
right
that
back, Molly.
camera.
I know.
If you really want me, come closer. Don't make me read your mind. I like a little tension. I like a little shine. We can keep it sweet. We can keep it grown. Say the word, I'm yours tonight. Or I still pick up the phone. Call me, call me. When you want that one-on-one. Call me, call me. I might say I'm on the run, but you know, I keep coming back for more. Call me, and I'm right there at your door. Call me, like that. Call me, and I'm right there at your door. Call me, like that. Baby, you know I want more.
Okay, here we go. Hopefully for the last time. Marty, you still there?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so it's flirting cheating.
It could lead to cheating, but flirting by itself is not.
Okay. Hmm. It's not. No, I wouldn't say it's not because, and yes, I agree. It can lead to cheating, but it's not. It's not cheating. I don't want to go deep into it because I don't want to. Deep dive. Tom said, if you love two people at the same time, I believe you are greedy. If you live in the same state, but if you live in a different state that's millions of miles away from each other, take a bow. Tom said, flirting is cheating. Looking at someone more than 10 seconds is cheating. Touching an individual laughing at his stupid joke and touching is cheating. Time.
Time, you strict?
Classic said, too much police work in a relationship is the death of it. I agree. Time said, you texting someone is cheating. You calling someone at your job, your work husband, or your work wife, you are a cheater. That is flirting. Boom. Classic said, let people rock how they rocking and rock with them. Classic said, the tweaking causes the cheating most of the time. Classic said, fill your life with productive and healthy habits and the vibes will be high. I agree. So we're going to spin the wheel one more time. Mm. Can a relationship work if one person wants marriage and the other doesn't?
Nope.
No. If the other person is absolutely not ready for marriage or doesn't see themselves marriage material or doesn't see themselves locking down with somebody legally, then no, you can't. It won't work at all.
Nope.
Class said nope. And time is laughing. All right, y'all. Well, I'm not gonna hold y'all here any longer. Maya, thank you for coming up. Did you want to talk about anything that I discussed?
No, ma'am. I told you I
No?
just wanted to, I just didn't want you up here by yourself.
Okay. Well, I'm glad you
Good,
came
you
up.
good? Yes,
I said I'm
ma'am.
just having fun. Y'all, Somerville choose, some of it's not. What you talking about, time? What you talking about, time?
All
Yeah, I
right,
think
you have a good one. I'm about to go
thank you,
back down.
ma'am. Okay, I appreciate you. All right. Thank you, Miss Marty, for coming in. I appreciate you being with me and spinning the wheel with me. And thank y'all to everybody who came in tonight for the Soft Rain Hotline. I'm going to do some more tweaking and get it popping a little bit more next time as well. Tom said, no, that relationship will never work. That's a strong no. Definitely. It's a strong no. Absolutely. It won't. So, the hotline was not super busy tonight, but I appreciate all y'all being here and everybody coming in. Penny was in here. Soul stopped by. Jen stopped by. I-90, Mighty, Time, AP King, Classic. Everybody was in here tonight. I appreciate y'all support and coming through. If y'all have not already done so, make sure y'all go over. I have a new page. It's called Rain's Radar Investigates. Let me see. Let me see if I can pull it up. See if I can pull it up right quick. So y'all can see what it looks like. And I'll put the link in there. Got a new page that I'm trying to get popping. Here it is. I'm gonna put it up for y'all. Siri, I did not say Siri. Siri over here acting up. Let's see. So here is a new page that I have. It's Rain's Radar Investigates. This is where I'm going to be taking a deep dive into cases, that shake communities, courtrooms, questions that don't end when the headlines stop. I'm hoping to be trying to look at some more cold cases maybe later on. As a matter of fact, let me share this. Yeah, here it is. So if y'all have not already done so, go over there to that page as well. And I am over here on Soft Rain. I'm trying to get the 500 subscribers. I'm at 344 right now. So I appreciate everybody who has subscribed and who shares my content, who comes in and contributes to the conversation. I appreciate all of that. All of y'all that are always here. Make sure y'all check me out on Same Soil, Different Route tomorrow night. I don't know exactly what time we're going on, but me and Souls will be on tomorrow night doing Same Soil, Different Routes. And y'all can check them out on Sunday. Him and Uncle Plug's story time on Sunday usually is about 11 o'clock Eastern time. And they do 1181 pressure plays in the evening. And check me out on Sunday as well. I'm going to be doing my weekly rain report per always. So yeah. So I got Range Radar Investigates that's coming up and coming. I do have a little bit of content on there talking about some of the recent Nolan Wells and a couple more cases as well on there. Some of our Same Roots, Different Soil stuff on their Range Radar page. But yeah, check me out on there, y'all. When y'all get a chance, go over there and hit that subscribe button, please. And if y'all have not done so, and if you are watching this for the first time, make sure you go over And if you're catching this on the rewatch, make sure you leave your thoughts down in the comments section. And yeah, I appreciate everybody. I appreciate all y'all being here and listening to everything that we talked about tonight. I think the biggest thing I'm taking away from relationships, they don't necessarily fail because everybody has different expectations. Relationships get into trouble when people have different expectations and never actually communicate them. In Neo's situation, brought us into the conversation about relationship structure, honesty, and transparency as well. With Claressa and Papoose, they brought up boundaries surrounding marriage, separation, and moving on. And Keyshia had us talking about age and the rules society seems to play differently depending on who's doing the dating. And so we spun the wheel and we talked about what privacy should look like, if exes can be friends, or whether couples should know each other's passwords. And maybe that's the point. There isn't one universal relationship rule book, but there should be a rule book for your relationship, right? So we got to figure out what commitment means to us, what's cheating to us, what's disrespectful to us, what's private, what's acceptable, and what are our own expectations, right? You can't hold somebody accountable to rules that the two of you never agreed existed. And on the other side of that, once you make those expectations clear, you have to decide whether you're actually willing to stand on them as well. So for tonight's last call, I'm gonna take the hotline off of there, spin the hotline. And I'm gonna put there we go. No, because it's not open. We're about to end the show. Never mind. Like I said earlier, if y'all support the channel and y'all want to support monetarily, my Cash App is open and scrolling at the top of the screen. Any donation is appreciated until I get monetized. Y'all, this does cost time and money, so anything can help in that regard. Thank y'all to Miss Mighty. She came up on the panel. Thank y'all. I know nobody called in. I didn't leave the number, but next time maybe I can get the phone number popping. And thank you to everybody who was in the chat giving your opinions, because y'all really held on the conversation. Y'all made the conversation move. If you enjoyed tonight's conversation, hit that like button before you leave. Make sure you hit subscribe. Make sure you turn on that notification bell so that next time I go live, you will see it. And trust me, we already have some mess waiting on the next one. And I do. There were some other topics that I didn't want to lean in on. So I think I'm going to try to bring this to y'all maybe every other week, once a month, somewhere around in there. So until next time, the conversation may be over, but the hotline is never too far away. Good night, y'all. I appreciate y'all, and I will see y'all next time.
Yeah. You know what time it is. Lines open, phone, come talk to me. Yeah. If you got something on your mind, yeah, you ain't gotta hold it inside. Yeah, pick up the phone, hit my line. Yeah, we can talk about it tonight. Yeah, maybe your love went left, maybe your ex came back. Yeah, maybe you caught some feelings and you don't know how to act. Whatever it is, bring it here. Ain't no reason to hide. Soft ring got the hotline open, so baby, call me tonight.